So we're solving wine today, and we're in the first miracle of Jesus. Oh, look, the third day. So there's a big three for you. And the third day there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee. Interestingly, this would divide by 3 in obvious fashion. So in Cana of Galilee. And the mother of Jesus was there. Well, that's an obvious gem, isn't it? Mary, the mother of Jesus, divides by 3. And both Jesus was called and his disciples. Wow. Watch this. This is an obvious gem. 3's. Jesus and his 12 disciples. 12 divides by 3 equals truth. So 12 disciples divides by 3. Wow. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Jesus and his 12 disciples, wow, divides by 24. Wonderful. They have no wine. I love that. They wanted wine. This is everything. What is your desire? Do you see how desire is the root of anything that gets done on planet Earth? Someone has a desire. Someone wants something. Everything begins as a desire. Desire equals 60, equals holy, equals believe, equals pray. You have to want something. Do you see how this first miracle of Jesus began? Because someone wanted something. Notice they wanted it. They didn't need it. They didn't need wine. They wanted wine. And this is the first miracle of Jesus. So you have to want something in order for something to happen. So search your heart right now. Think about what you honestly want. You probably don't need it, but you want it. These people didn't need wine. They wanted wine. And they communicated that to someone who ultimately knew Jesus. And that's how things happen on earth. So, if you want something, communicate it to Jesus. Say, Jesus, I want this. That's how everything on planet Earth gets done. But you need to want something first. You need to desire something first. And then you need to communicate it to Jesus. That is so profound. That one word is the key to the whole story. They wanted something. You need to want something. And then ask Jesus for it. I love that. Do it. Do it is 24 plus 24. And it was, of course, 6 water pots, 3's. 6 water pots. There, that divides by 3. Containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. Fill the water pots with water. There's an obvious gem. 3's and 8's. And they filled them up to the brim. I love the fact that the word brim divides by 3. Brim. In fact, look at the word brim. It goes 9 plus 15 plus 18. And then the brim. And then fill them up to the brim. Or filled up to the brim. Filled up to the brim is 3's. And he said unto them, draw out. Wow. 3. And bear unto the governor of the feast. Now, I wonder if the water did not turn into wine until the servants obeyed this command. Jesus said, fill it with water. And then he said, draw out the water and take it to the governor of the feast. I would not be surprised if the water did not turn into wine until after the servants had drawn out the crystal clear water into their vessels and were on their way to the governor of the feast. Just because I believe that God always does things to increase our faith and confidence in his supernatural ability to the very end. And when Jesus says something, I believe that, it might not have turned red until after they drew out the water and began obeying Jesus. Had tasted the water that was made wine, and knew ruler equals Jesus, made wine, and not men's it was, but the servants knew. The governor of the feast called the bridegroom, and saith unto him, every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine, and when the men have well drunk that which is worse, but thou hast kept the good wine until now. Good stuff. This beginning, I love the word beginning. So king. Miracles, 80. It's awesome. This beginning of miracles did Jesus in Cana of Galilee. Cool. Let me see. Samaritan. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to get back into Christ's ongoing story of world history, which is the story of all of world history, and we're back in Wikipedia land. So we started with a lot of gems from the first miracle of Jesus from the Bible, and now we're going to continue in the story of Jesus in wine terminology and things in current history. So let's come to the root of the word wine. Why? How did it come to be called wine in God's sovereignty? Vinum, 22nd prime, or grapevine. That's an obvious three-fest. Ancient Greek oinos. That's 400 bang on the nose. Wow. That's really cool. Wine garden. That's cool. 100 per. Whenever something is this long-winded, it's probably because the answer is uncertain. That's fine. What we have today is the best. The word wine, W-I-N-E, it's just like, just trust God's sovereignty. It's like, okay, that's what it is today. Now, a proper study of the root of it would search for the maximum three-fest. So that's about all I want. Let's see. This is important. And professions would be important. So I'm going to look at the three things that jump out at me. The great varieties is important. How it relates to Jesus and Christianity is important. Wow. 3 water parts. There was actually 6 of them, but 3 plus 3. 14th century fresco. Fresco is just a stunning 3 fest. Fresco equals alcohol, 66, 6, obvious. Pairwise 3s. You know, folks, when you enter into history and look at what lasts, it helps you to live properly in the present. Live for Jesus. Don't go away.